All right, so I'm now working on this road and getting it in shape before I put the gravel on it. I've got my phone as a camera right now because my GoPro is in the dump truck, and I had to bring a skid steer out here that I could run a roller with. Which was I brought the cat out here with the roller on it. The little New Holland skid steer can't quite handle that roller, and I didn't want to run it on my tractor. Definitely a few big rocks in this. That's alright, we'll take that roller and mash them in the ground before we put the gravel on it. I'm just trying to get it smoothed up. As good as I can before I put the stone on. That's the goal right now. It was kind of rough after I got done with the excavator. I mean, rougher than you would want to put stone on it. If you were putting the stone pretty deep, it would be alright, but I like to have the subgrade really close to what I'm going to put the finish grade at. Remember, I got all these water leads I'm working between. Somebody commented one time and said you're not supposed to use the tractor and blade to go backwards. Well, I'm sorry, whoever that was, but I guess they wouldn't put a blade on the back of the box if you wasn't supposed to use it to go backwards. But, I mean, there's lots of implements. They said the tractor arms are only made to pull, but there's lots and lots of implements out there that you push backwards. You ever heard of a scoop pan? Yeah, you would take those things and people would dig basements with them, and you would push them backwards into the ground as hard as you could and get a scoop full of dirt, and then take it and dump it out somewhere, and then you go come back and get you another scoop full. You ram it into the ground backwards as hard as you can go and fill it full of dirt. And people use them things to do all kinds of dig ditches, dig basements with old 8N tractors. And if them little old tractors can handle stuff like that, I'm not too concerned about this tractor here. I mean, there is limitations to everything. You can't ram it into a rock or a curb wide open and expect something not to break, obviously. But if you know what you're doing and you're careful, there's no reason why you can't push something backwards. Now, if you don't have it adjusted correctly, it will gouge in the ground, but that's not typically going to damage the tractor. Unless you're gouging in the ground going about 10 miles an hour. top, turn around, and go back down a while. Well, I never thought I'd be looking up through the sunroof at a dam like this, but there it is. I had to work on this little road that comes down here to the hydro house. Woohoo! Fun stuff. Alright, I got the vibratory roller on the skid steer. But you probably don't want to listen to this racket long. It's loud in here, all the vibration. But I think you get the idea of what I'm doing. Hey guys, it's another day. It's actually Memorial Day. But I got 3 loads of gravel sitting here. I've already took 3. I've already brought. This makes 6 loads. I had 3 here before. This morning I took 3 loads down the hill here on the Western Star. I'm not loading it full because it's extremely steep, and I'm afraid it's just too steep to have 18 tons on this truck going down in there. So I actually just brought the 6th load and dumped it right there, and I'm going to put about a half a load on the truck, and then I'm going to back it down in there. I'm using the excavator to load the truck. It is kind of scary backing down in here. I'm not going to lie. The first time I didn't know what was going to happen, but it was kind of scary. The 3rd axle, all this looks really rough because the drop axle on the truck, where it bends, where you take off so steep right here. You see how the level the excavator, I'll hold the camera level. You see how the road just goes off really hard. That drop axle is dragging really bad right here as I back over this hump. But anyway, I'm getting the gravel down there. Supposed to take 8 loads. I've got 6 here so far. We'll see how far that goes. I may have to go back and get a couple more when I get these in there. And then of course I got to do all the blade work, get the water leads fixed back. I had all of it bladed and fixed before I started putting stone on it, but once you put the stone on it, you know, it covers the water leads up, so I'll have to regrade the water leads somewhat, and then I'll roll it with the skid steer over there again, and then this job will be done. So let's get after it. Off of this end, so give me more room to turn and get down in the road. So I strategically planned how to do this right here, because I only have a limited space to dump the gravel. That's why I'm not just hauling a bunch of gravel in here. I have enough room for about 3 loads, and then I dig this end off, and that gives me enough room to go down in there the first time. And then of course, as I clean it up, I have more and more room. Takes a lot of room to turn the tri-axle truck down in there. It's a sharp turn right as you start down the hill. My teeth were chattering the first time I went down in there with this truck, because I had no idea what was going to The original plan was to haul this down in there with the tractor, but I can't turn the tractor around down at the bottom. There's not enough room. I mean, I can, but not in a way that I can do it loaded. I can turn it around down there empty by dragging the trailer over and over the bank. But I just do not think I can do it loaded. I'm not going to try. I've just been backing this truck down in there, about that much gravel on it. That's about all the gravel I want on it. And then this truck has locking differentials. You see this right here? This truck's got the inner axle lock, so I'll lock it. Then it has a differential lock for each axle on the rear. So I'll turn all those on. You see all three of these axle lights come on, and it'll hold. It's kind of scary, but it'll hold. The first time I done it, I didn't know it was going to happen. I had my seatbelt on, teeth chattering, shaking, backing over that bank right there, and then when you look out the window, it's straight down. But anyway, y'all can ride along with me this time. See how it goes. camera off the truck, didn't realize it, and then I ran over it. I don't think it hurt the camera, but it broke the case that the camera's in, and it broke the camera off the magnetic mount. The magnetic mount is okay, I think, but the case that the GoPro goes in is broken. So I'm not going to be able to hold the camera. So anyway, I'm going down here and fix this screw up, and then I'm going to have to go get on Amazon or something and buy a case to fix that screw up. So I just screwed up everything. So anyway, some days will be like that, I reckon. Anyway, ain't much I can do now as far as holding the camera. I made a big mess down here when I just basically dumped the whole pile of rock in the road, but I meant to hook them chains, and then I turned the camera on, was talking to y'all, and I forgot all about it. So basically it's y'all's fault, and I'm sticking to that story. But anyway, I can fix it pretty easy. That's what a tractor and blade's for. Alright, talk to y'all in a while. Alright, so I got all those loads on there. I'm going to start working them down with the tractor and blade. And I would let y'all watch, but I broke my camera. So anyway, I survived that. I'm supposed to take a couple more loads, and we'll get this work down, and maybe go back and get some more, see how this works out. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Probably going to go down here. I brought the drone. I'm going to go down here and fly the drone over the dam if I get a chance here in a little while. But first I got to get this road done. That's the priority. So, alright, talk to y'all later. Alright guys, this is going to be the first vehicle down the new road. I mean, besides the equipment I used to fix it. But I got it all rolled, and let's check it out. So I don't know how well y'all can see it on camera, but it is crowned nice. We'll stop down here at one of the water leads. I'll tell you where the first water lead is here. Right here's the first water lead. Right here's the second water lead. Right here's the third water lead. We'll stop at this one here. Don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it turns up like this. Culvert's right down there. But this road turned out pretty good, I think. To be as steep as it is and as difficult as it is to work on, we'll continue on down it and check and look at the whole thing after I get the parking brake off. Here's another water lead. All the water leads, I have all the water leads putting the water over to the ditch to go into the culvert instead of trying to run it over the bank, because it would wash the bank out if you run it over the bank. Here's another water lead. All of them are easy to drive over. They're not harsh, but I still think they're big enough to do the job. Here's another water lead. And one last water lead right here, and then it flattens out, and then you're at the dam. We'll pull up here, pull right on up here. There's the dam. You're here. So I think we'll call that a success. Got a nice little road coming down here now. I mean, the road was already here. It just was
wasn't too good of a road. I mean, it was at one time, but it just over the years got worse and worse and worse. That's what gravel roads do. Anyway, let's turn around and go to the top of the dam and set the drone up. You got to do about a 35-point turn in my truck down here. It's tight down here. Ain't made for a long vehicle. But anyway, we'll go up to the top of the dam, get out the drone, and see if we can fly over this dam a little bit and let y'all check it out. That'd be pretty cool. And that possibly will be in the next video. I'm not sure yet, but anyway, we'll talk to y'all later.